child's religious training commences in his early age in whichever religion he is born, whichever family he is born. So, today I thought I must discuss, irrespective of the religion one belongs, my take on the teaching your child religion. My friend, the religious training of a child inevitably begins in the home the day the child is born. In every family, a child reared in a fear under parents who rely on fright to achieve order will be predisposed to be afraid of any God in whom he may believe. Another child, reared in an atmosphere of trust and love, will find the love of God a congenial idea. It is the method of the teaching your child, training your child on religion. I think that's what exactly matters for him to develop an attitude of fear towards religion or God, or love and affection and care towards religion or God. Whether a child should grow up to regard life with suspicion or with confidence, to be deceitful or straightforward, contentious and grasping, or cooperative and loyal. These are other basic characteristics are early determined by the treatment he receives, and obviously they enter into the essential quality of his spiritual life in general and of his religion in particular. When parents therefore say that they are not teaching religion to their children, they are actually, I feel, that deceiving themselves. They cannot help teaching religion. A further truth, I suppose, becomes evident in the growing child, passes out of infancy into youth. Religion is imitated rather than learned. I think that is the most unfortunate part. That ritualism followed without understanding. You become mechanical without having any soul or essence inside. In the long run, no teaching of religion in a home matters except that which expresses the way of living that the home practices. You just have to follow those rituals all your life. In a family where generally reigns where difference between Hindu, Muslim, Christian, Sikhs, or any other religion, or any other differences, black, white, rich and poor, learned, ignorant, are lines across which appreciation and goodwill run freely in both word and action. Religious teachings, my friend, will be the education of a kind of a life, visible to the child's eye. It will be readily assimilated, and it will, I suppose, sink deep. The same truth holds about the more intimate matters of teaching children to pray. I feel, of course, the real way is not to teach them to pray at all, but to pray with them. Parents should also see that prayer should soon become a matter from which they should keep hands off, trusting that the child will know by observation the values the family practices, the values of prayer. Religion, my friend, is something that only secondary can be taught. It must be primarily be absorbed. Only when religious teaching is an outward explanation of what is, first of all, an inward and experienced way of living does it carry through. And after these two initial stages, my friend, have been passed, in which the child's basic emotional reaction have been set and his family's religion or irreligious absorb, there is sure to come the period of conscious questioning. Many parents are upset and distressed by this phase. They have taken it for granted that they had the right to hand on to the child their own religion. It is often difficult to persuade them that the rise of impatient and even distance questioning is a sign of intellectual life and is to be expected from every child. If you expect your child to use your brains, curiosity, then you should also expect him to question. Someone has word, some wise men's words are especially true. What you have inherited from your fathers, you must earn for yourself before you can really call it yourself. Before you call it yours, you got to really earn it. The attitude of parents towards this fact are interestingly diverse. Some are so much impressed by that they feel all definite teachings of religion to their children to be impertinent intrusion, and they try to keep the child's mind neutral until coming of the age. He can choose himself. The attempt is informally unsuccessful, uniformly unsuccessful. The child's mind never stays neutral, let me tell you. From primitive to the in modern days, the inescapable question such as who made the world and what happens whenever family members or friends die, to curiosity about the habits of the worship, the child mind is bound to take a religious bent one way or the another. Some people go to the opposite extreme. They endeavor to introduce in the child's mind with fear of their own concept of religion. Often fear is powerfully employed in this class of teaching. In this way, children are taught to associate about with sin, questioning the treachery against God, so the child's mind is bound hand and foot to start with forestalling the first motion in the religious independence. Wise parents, well, I think, adopt neither the policies of neutrality nor that of dogmatic dragooning. Instead of two major considerations, will control their method and behavior. My friend, religion is both individual and social. It is an inward mystical experience, but if it is a wholesome, it overflows in the fellowship. No one can be completely religious all alone. Children learn by doing, telling a little child a truth in the worst way of teaching them. Let the child, if possible, do something that involves the lesson. Let him act as though it were true. Granted that rituals in worship can become formal, empty, and stiff. Nevertheless, faith, all that changes, it is an absolute necessity. Let the child be trained as early as possible not only in the ethical behavior but symbolic behavior such as bowing when meeting people, thanking God before taking meals, and actually being thankful for everything besides joining parents for the rituals of the prayers in whichever religion they are born. Thank you very much.